The protracted legal and political struggle over the ownership of TikTok's US operations culminated in a landmark agreement that fundamentally reshapes the future of global consumer technology. Driven by bipartisan consensus in the US government, the deal mandates that TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, must divest its American assets to a consortium of US and international investors or face a total ban. Valued at approximately $14 billion, this transaction shifts majority control, estimated at around 80% to the new owners, including prominent entities like Oracle and Silver Lake, with ByteDance retaining a minority stake of less than 20%. Crucially, the agreement demands that oversight of the app's powerful recommendation algorithm and all US user data must be transferred to the American entity and secured on US soil, supervised continuously by Oracle. This restructuring is an attempt to resolve years of tension and uncertainty for the platform's over 170 million US users and thousands of businesses. Reasons and underlying geopolitical tension. The primary motivation for the US government's forced divestiture is an acute concern over national security and digital sovereignty. Lawmakers fear that, due to China's expansive intelligence and data security laws, ByteDance could be compelled by the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) to hand over sensitive American user data, or more alarmingly, manipulate the content recommendation algorithm. The algorithm, which dictates the videos users see, is viewed as a potent tool for spreading disinformation, suppressing content critical of Beijing, or influencing public opinion and elections on an unprecedented scale. This move is not isolated. It is part of a broader techno-nationalist trend where the US seeks to limit the influence of rival foreign technology, following previous actions against companies like Huawei. China, in turn, views the divestiture requirement as economic coercion and an attack on its technological sovereignty. Beijing has made the process deeply complex by classifying the algorithm as a technology restricted from export, suggesting that a simple sale of the core software is legally forbidden without explicit government approval. Analysis and immediate consequences. The consequence of this deal is the creation of a uniquely complex and perhaps inherently unstable corporate structure. The requirement for the US entity to operate a licensed copy of the algorithm, which must be retrained on US data, represents a difficult compromise. While this structure aims to ring-fence American user data and insulate the content feed from foreign influence, it introduces long-term operational and technical friction. The new majority US board gains control over content moderation and strategic direction, theoretically alleviating security fears. For the user, the immediate consequence is stability. The platform avoids a catastrophic ban and continues operating. However, the long-term consequence could be a subtle but profound change in the app's content and character. New American owners and board members, driven by both commercial interests and domestic political considerations, may alter the algorithm's incentives, potentially leading to a content ecosystem that reflects US political and media biases, simply trading one geopolitical influence for another. Moreover, the deal sets a powerful and potentially problematic precedent for how the US handles foreign-owned consumer apps collecting mass data. Prediction and policy solutions. The stability of this arrangement depends heavily on two unpredictable factors: China's final export approval and the success of Oracle's security oversight. Given China's previous pushback and its designation of the algorithm as restricted technology, Beijing's final approval remains a potential wild card, capable of derailing the deal at the last minute. Furthermore, the technical and legal requirements for operating a licensed, monitored, and isolated copy of a continually evolving algorithm are immense and invite ongoing scrutiny and potential compliance breaches, which could lead to renewed calls for a ban. To mitigate these risks and establish a more sustainable digital policy going forward, the US government must move beyond company-specific mandates like the TikTok deal. First, Congress needs to pass comprehensive federal data privacy legislation that applies uniformly to all companies, foreign and domestic. Such a law would reduce the national security risk by limiting the amount and type of data all social media companies can collect. Second, a clear, non-political framework for reviewing foreign investment in technology Perhaps strengthening or augmenting the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, CFI-US, should be established to ensure consistency. Finally, any future algorithmic oversight should be conducted by genuinely independent, court-appointed technical experts, rather than being handed to a politically connected corporate entity. The TikTok divestiture offers a temporary solution to a vast, systemic problem, highlighting the urgent need for generalized digital governance laws tailored for the age of algorithmic influence.